But, okay, so this is a nice long match in Serenity. And, at the beginning, I decided I was going to get into the Scorpion and escort the tank. That's Midnight Warrior there. And protecting the tank with a Scorpion is something I like to do a lot. I like to try to coordinate with the vehicles as much as I can. I think the vehicles are, the key to this whole game. And I think they're a lot more effective when you use them in coordination. The Manta, whenever possible, should be used to tow the orb carrier. And I feel like the Scorpion, whenever possible, should be used. Well, there's a couple things you can do with the Scorpion, but this is one of them. You can use the Scorpion to defend the tank from Mantas, because Mantas, of course, are a huge danger to the tank, and the tank is very important, so you want to keep it alive. Yeah, and he's kind of damaged there, so I'm going to get out and heal him a little bit.
I have the orb.
The both of us are sitting here defending the Prime now. I'm not completely happy about having, two people defending the Prime. Maybe one guy in the tank would be enough, but this is a large team. And I feel like quite often there's more than enough people who are willing to rush forward to the next objective, and I think it's very important to defend the Prime. Because inevitably, if everybody rushes off to attack the next objective, inevitably, there's this thing called the orb, and it's going to come in and it's going to cap your Prime behind you. Once everybody on your team is way the hell over on the other side of the map, the orb is going to come in behind all of you and take your Prime, and you're all going to be stuck over there. And by the time you get back to where you can do some good, your core is going to be about half dead. This is what happens. This is how the game. Now see, it doesn't do much good to defend the tank if all he does is roll backwards down a hole in the ground. So this is the beginning of our low period, I guess you could say. I'm going to do my best to defend the Prime with just this Scorpion here. I'm going to luck out and miss an arrow shot. Probably manage to kill one or two people, but our Prime is going down because I'm the only one here defending it, basically, and it's under attack by about 5 or 6 people.
Attack the enemy core.
Where's the rest of the team? I don't know. I guess they're regrouping somewhere. However, it's all for the good. Yeah, that must be where they were. They had the, looks like they had the levy up at enemy Prime, and they managed to take that down. So it's all for the good.
I've got the orb.
Yep, it's all thanks to me, the way I see it. I kept our Prime up just long enough so they could cap enemy Prime. That's the way it works. It's all about teamwork. Yes, sir. Some people might challenge that interpretation, but that's the way I see it. Well, we've got the, as bad as it looked a minute ago, we've got it all sewed up at this point. But, like this is the way this game is, things change very quickly. My thinking here is first, I'll go over there and sit at the mine until the enemy Prime goes down, and then I'll go cap the enemy Prime if that happens. But in just about the time it took for me to come up with that plan, the enemy Prime went down, and then our Prime went down. See, this is what happens. Shit happens fast. Well, did manage to cap our Prime back before we took a single point off our core, which is always good. And I'm going to manage to kill one or two people here, I think, hopefully. And yeah, I'm going to take a few hopeless shots with the sniper rifle. I'm really terrible with the sniper rifle. Some people are really good with the sniper rifle. I do okay with the rockets. I can kill people with the rockets once in a while. Sniper rifle, I suppose it would help to mess with the mouse settings a little bit. Some people, I think, have their mouse set up to where they can quickly switch from between sensitivities. I do have a sensitivity switch on my mouse, but it's not very conveniently located, and there's no indicator to tell me which setting it's in. So basically, I try to get the setting. I try to set it to medium and leave it there.
I've got the orb.
And once in a while I switch it by accident, and suddenly I get motion sickness because my mouse sensitivity doubles, or gets cut in half, which is annoying. Okay, there's another tank up here. We've got some defense going on. Things are looking pretty good. It's 81 to 100. We're not going to get it all. We're not going to get it all the wrong way. This match is going to go back and forth a lot. But once again, yeah, I'm just doing defense because that's what I feel like I should be doing.
Your team.
Kind of annoys me sometimes. I sometimes get players that you know, that act like they think that defending is a bad thing to do. And I think that's annoying to me because I don't think there's enough defense going on. Of course, there is such a thing as too much defense. If you got everybody on the team hanging around the enemy prime and nobody's attacking, that doesn't work too well either. Because, you know, believe it or not, you can't win the game unless you go forward and take the enemy prime. Of course, it helps if you don't plug your suicide with the scorpion there. Yeah.
Attack the enemy prime node.
It's easier to do than it looks like. Flubbing the scorpion, the suicide with the scorpion, it's really easy to do, but it's easier to screw it up than you might think sometimes. Okay, looking at that whole situation, we've got their prime down again. I'm going to go back there and see if I can get set up to tow the orb again.
I have the orb.
You know, not that we necessarily need it right away, but by the time I get back here and round up somebody to do it, pretty good chance something's going down. So once again, I'm thinking we've got the whole map. So what do you do with the orb when you've got the whole map? Well, my thinking is you go over here and you loiter over by the mine. But if the prime goes down, then you get over to the prime as quick as possible. There was a time when in a situation like that, I would take the orb to the prime and loiter over there and let the mine go to hell. But I don't know. I guess I've revised my thinking on that. I've decided it's better to loiter by the mine. Although I didn't really get much of a chance to do much loitering in that case because the prime went down almost immediately. This match is going back and forth really quick, which is an indication, I guess, that there's a certain number of noobs on each team, maybe. Which there's definitely some noobs, which I like seeing noobs. It's always good to see new players on these games. That's for sure. I like it if they're evenly distributed though. Because boy, they do some dumb things.
Grab the Redeemer.
This is not a complicated game, but it does take a little getting used to, you know. You have to be familiar with what's going on. Especially on warfare. Some of the other matches, well, on the other matches, on the other game types too, on vehicle capture the flag and greed. I'm not really sure whose nuke that is. I think that's our nuke. It is headed toward the enemy prime, but I was thinking there for a minute. Well, maybe he's going after our levy, but our levy is down now. So whatever that nuke, whoever had that nuke, wherever it was going. It doesn't seem to have accomplished anything because our levy. Oh, there's a levy, isn't it? Is that another levy? I don't know. I'm tired. It's like what, 2 in the morning? Good golly. Yeah. So once again, what am I doing? I'm defending our prime so that the rest of the team can go attack enemy prime. And if this node goes down, then I'll go forward. What's this guy doing? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I completely missed that. I got rid of the Manta, but he was towing the orb, and the orb was working around up there. And I did see him, but I did see him, but I was unable to come up with an effective angle to get at him. I I thought he was going to come in high, but he jumped down and got down low, and by that time it was too late. You know. You really only get one chance quite often to nail those guys before they come in, and it's not that easy to do. If you miss them, they got it. That's pretty much it. And he doesn't really care if you kill him once you've already capped. Yet, amazingly, once again, about a second after that happened, once again, we've got the entire map again, except for mine. But they're only building mine. There's no big danger. That's not a huge deal.
Grab the Redeemer.
But you know, you can't get complacent because you roll over the hill and what do you see? There's a tank there and there's a scorpion there, and that scorpion's going to try a suicide on you for sure. But his suicide, yeah, took a wrong turn, and I'm going to nail that suicide, so that's the end of him. I gotta back up here because this is getting, you know, you might think it's only 2 guys on foot. No, those 2 guys on foot can take you out before you know it.
Leviathan construction stopped.
Yeah,
Attack
heading off
the
an Avro.
miner.
See, they're not screwing around here. They're after me. And yeah, it turned out pretty well. All that shit that was coming after, he took out most of it.
I've got the ore.
And yeah, it would be nice to take the. It would have been nice to take the enemy prime, but there was no way I was going to. All I was going to do was lose the tank. It's better to not lose the tank and at least be able to defend your prime with it at least, so that your prime doesn't go down. That's the way I see it. Rather than gamble everything on a mad rush forward with no support, only to lose the most powerful vehicle your team has, leaving your prime wide open to the people that are coming in for it. Like they're trying to bring in the orb again. And I'm really desperate here, trying to get in a shot for that in case that orb carrier survived all that, but he didn't. He's down. So yeah, we're good. Their prime is under fire again. Our orb's not moving too quick. But while all that was going on, they managed to build a Levi. We got a blue Livy coming out. Yeah, we got somebody up there trying to build the mine. If they can finish building that mine before somebody gets into that blue Levy and drives it off, then the Levy will disappear. But no, somebody got to the blue Levy and they're driving it. So we're in trouble. Our prime's under fire. There's a levy coming in. I was going to try to engage it, but here comes a Manta with Berserk, and that's going to be the end of any tank unless he has an escort from a Scorpion. And even a Scorpion would have trouble saving your tank from a Manta with Berserk on it. You got to kill that Manta pretty quick, because he can take that down. He can take down a tank really fast with Berserk. We're in trouble. I'm desperate. I've driven this Bender up here because it's such a natural place for it. And if you're lucky, you'll get a place to land some pretty good shots. But I'm not lucky. And I've seen that Deemer head through the woods, obviously headed toward our core. I'm really desperate at this point, but at the last minute, somebody on our team managed to cap the prime. That saved our ass. Not that we're going to capitalize on it much, but I'm going to throw away this Bender, basically putting as much damage on this thing as I possibly can. I'm going to jump out of it and maybe live just long enough to take the prime down so that we can avoid having any damage on the core for a few more seconds. That levy driver's trying like hell to hit something over here. I guess he's basically spawn killing, trying to pin our team down so we can't come forward and engage them over there. But he's not really being real effective at that. Oh, I think my capture card's stuttering a little bit at this point.
Red core is vulnerable.
I've been told that's sometimes a problem with these capture cards, but I don't have too much trouble with it.
Under construction. Attack the prime.
But maybe it does do it a little bit. Okay, we've capped our prime again. The levy's down. The Deemer's up.
Attack the enemy prime.
But somebody got it already. So I'm thinking about. I'm trying to think. Do I have the Stinger? Oh, here comes the Deemer. Yeah, he's headed for our prime. I didn't have anything to intercept it with, so my only thinking was we'll get out of range and survive long enough to come forward here and well, that's the end of that strategy. Okay. So yeah, again we're in trouble. You can see how this match lasted so long. It's still 100 to 81, but we're getting pushed pretty hard. Blue now controls the entire map. Remember a few minutes ago when we had the whole map?
Red core is vulnerable.
These things go pretty quick. At this point, yeah. Once again, I'm a defensive player. I like to play defense because nobody else does it, and I know sometimes that some of these people don't appreciate it. I can tell because they'll do stupid ass shit like try to catch a tow on your Scorpion when you're defending the core here like this, or shoot rockets at your Scorpion because you won't get out of it and give it to them so they can rush forward to the prime with it. Because all they want to do is grab vehicles that are mainly good for defense and rush forward to them and throw them away, while the enemy meanwhile is running down your core.
Leviathan available. Grab your orb.
But once in a while, oh, there's a shot with the sniper. It's nice to get one of those. But yeah, in this case, you know, even defending the core, as long as not too many people are doing it, it's worthwhile. So there ought to be at least one or two people defending the core when the enemy has the entire map like this, because it can save your ass. It can slow them down from. It can keep your core alive. The extra minute or two it might take for you to get your prime back.
Attack the prime node.
Assuming that the rest of the team is attacking. You know, it's important. You don't want too many people defending, because you know somebody's got to get the prime. And there I was going to run the orb, but took time out to try to take that attacker out. Maybe, you know, again, just trying to save a few. A lot of matches end at this point. I'm not real happy with this guy towing me here. I have no idea what he's up to. I hate these people that fucking whipsaw you against every obstacle in the way. And when they make that final hop up into the air in the middle of nowhere, you know they're getting ready to slam you into the ground. So it's a good idea to fail at that point.
Attack the mine node.
They do that every time. Sometimes I think they do that on purpose. Maybe they are. I don't know. Lousy toes, some of these people. For all I know, he might not even have known I was on him. Well, I'm going to take another shot at it. Let's see how far I get this time. That first attempt was a nice attempt. You know, another 2 feet I might have made it. I'm surprised that guy didn't kill me. Oh well. We are losing points off the core, but fortunately not too many. Yeah, this one's going to fail too. This guy's a little bit better. He's going to at least get me up here on the platform. Then he dies. I'm going to get pretty close, but I'm going to desperately jump down here and try this other approach. And once again, Blue has their orb in place, and just because he's there, I'm going to fail once more. Another close failure. Oh well.
Red core is under attack.
And once again, desperately trying to save the core from getting too many points put on it.
Attack the prime node.
I have the orb.
And there are quite a few people roaming around back in there by the core to no great purpose, but they are coming out to attack, so. Since nobody's got this spot right here, I'm going to sit right here in this Scorpion and try to head off any manas that come by.
Red core is secure. Attack.
Oh goody, we've got our prime. Good, that means I can go forward.
I have the orb.
I'm not just playing around here, I'm trying to decide which way to go. Okay, here we go. I was thinking about going back there for the orb, but somebody grabbed it, so I turned back around to go forward here again. That orb needs to go forward. Looks like he got a tow, but no, there he is. He's sitting there on our prime.
Affirmative.
There's a tow waiting for him. And I'm signaling him to take that tow. I think there he goes. Did he take it? I sure hope so. He'll probably go down here in a second. Yeah, he's down. Nope, he's moving. Nope, he's down. I don't think he did get that tow. I hope he was trying to get it at least.
Attack the mine node.
Okay, here we go. Now the enemy prime is down. Let me go forward and try to get up there before we lose it again, so I can try to defend that. But there's a tank. What do I do? What do I do when I'm in the Scorpion? I escort the tank. Except here, I think that tank needs to go forward, and he doesn't want to do it. So screw the tank. I like to escort the tank, but if the guy in the tank If the guy in the tank doesn't seem like he's going in the right direction, I'll leave him alone. Screw it. Like if I think the tank should be defending the prime and he insists on going forward and leaving the prime undefended,
under construction.
I won't follow him up there in the Scorpion. I'll let him die.
30 seconds left.
It's absolutely pointless to keep him alive if all he's going to do is rush forward and get himself killed, and meanwhile our prime is undefended. I won't help him out with that. I'll stay behind and cover the. I'll stay behind and cover the prime, and he can go to hell. Likewise, you know, if he's sitting there in midfield and I think he needs to go forward and cover the prime and cover the enemy prime, I'm not going to help him out with that. I'm going forward.
4, 3.
Of course, he could be right. I don't know. Maybe that was a better place for him, but I think he did. More than likely. Okay, well here I had the bonehead idea that I was going to take this.
Blue core is secure.
I was going to take the bender here and attack the core with it, but yeah, it was a bonehead idea. Basically because we're not holding anything that long. The prime went down before I got more than 10 feet in that direction. So before our prime goes down, I'm going to make an attempt to get their prime back. I'm blocked by this Scorpion. I got to get out before this thing blows up. I'm going to take their Scorpion out. I'm not getting back into that vehicle because they're just about ready to blow that up. I'm going to take a shot at taking their prime down anyway. We're just going to manage it. I don't know how we got it. That guy shot a nuke at it, but I think that nuke got denied. Or maybe it didn't because the prime sure as hell went down, didn't it? Well, he's healing it. I'm going to see if I'm going to take out a few of these people, these defenders here. We got it for the moment. Oh, here comes the blue orb. See, they're not idiots. Either he's going to cap it right up. Oh, there you go. There's lag. Pretty dramatic lag, but yeah. And somehow I end up here. Yeah, okay. Well, that's lag for you. So once again, we got control of the whole map for a few seconds. Let's see how long that lasts. There's our orb heading in there. He's going to help hold the prime. Our levy's sitting there in midfield, which is a good spot for the levy. He can hit pretty much everything. That's not a bad spot for the tank either, despite what I said earlier. But I won't sit there with the Scorpion there at midfield. The Scorpion can't really hit a whole lot from there, except he can defend the tank. But I'd rather have the Scorpion attacking if he's going to be that far forward. The tank can cover for himself up there. Let somebody else do it. Uh-oh.
Blue core is secure.
Yeah, see there, I decided I was going to aim to the left and let somebody else take care of the orb, but they didn't take care of the orb. They got past them. I'm not sure I could have hit the orb carrier anyway, but there were some vehicles, there was some shit coming in from the left that I wanted to cover. Doesn't matter, we still got control of the whole map. It's looking really good. We're in overtime already, amazingly. And it's looking like it's over, but it's actually far from over. Blue is actually going to make a stab at making a comeback, even at this late point.
Leviathan construction.
I don't think they're going to cap our prime right here. No, we're going to cap their prime once again.
Attack the mine node. Blue core is vulnerable.
Yeah, it's looking like we got it. It's looking like we got it in the bag, but they're going to make a pretty good attempt here. Here, they're going to cap their prime right here.
Blue core is secure.
And I'm left stranded on this end, which is really where I don't need to be, but I'm going to keep them busy for a few seconds until, you know, there's no way I'm lasting too long like that. Now they got our prime under attack. See, they can take it back. They can win it at this point. I need to go forward and cover our prime because I know nobody on our team is defending our prime. Yeah, there's all kinds of blue shit. Oh yeah, well here comes our orb carrier.
Attack.
Took out that Hellbender, but the Redeemer came in just at that moment, and now our prime is down. Well, we did manage to cap it, didn't we? But it's under fire. Both primes under fire. Blue could still take it. They're getting ready to cap our prime again, I believe. I'm asking for a taxi, and there goes our prime. Our prime is down. Blue could take it at this point. If they were quick, they could do some damage on our core, and it would be all over. But, yeah, we're going to get one more cap in here. I think we're just going to manage to hit it. That's gonna be it. That's it right there.
Red core is secure.
Yeah.
Blue core destroyed.
Real
Red
nice
team
game. Happy
wins
to-
the match.